Hello, hello, and welcome to Tastyspleen TV. This is your friendly neighborhood Jehar, and I know it's been a little bit since we've had some Doombringer here on air, but we're back, baby. And we've got a little bit of something different here today, actually. We're bolstering the event from Friday to Saturday because time is hard. And we're bolstering the event from 1v1 to 2v2, so it's going to be, like, twice as complicated. It's going to be good shit. We've got two teams here today. We had our best writers kind of work on team names, and we've got the botched job versus the scotch bonnets. GMT, explain yourself. Oh, he's actually playing today. He wasn't going to be playing today, but he is, which means I've got Christus joining me here on mic today. Welcome, dude, and good morning. I heard you had a really festive weekend so far, or week.
Oh yeah, it's Midsummer Eve, and in Sweden that means a lot of drinking. Barely.
I haven't been doing anywhere near as much.
Going to be twice as complicated and twice as aggressive as well. This is going to be quite the mayhem.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen 2v2 in Doombringer yet, so this will be a treat. This will be a little bit new, which is good. Yeah, Doombringer has brought like really good duels. Watching some of the practices earlier today, all the score lines were really close. I think you've got a group of players who are really neck and neck with each other. So yeah, the time to break into teams is now, no matter what their names are.
Definitely. This is actually going to be the second ever time TDM streamed in Doombringer. So it's not well, except just a casual practice game.
Which means we're testing it live, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, so there are. This is a bit of a warm-up game for next week, where Gaia and Dansk apparently are going to be facing Nessie and Block.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's going to be to look forward to. But so it's going to be one change this week. The yellow armors are 150 HP, but they will be reduced to 100. Because they're a bit too useful.
Too useful. Can't be having that. But new mode, twice as many players means some maps that I haven't necessarily gotten to see much of outside of TDM, which again haven't seen much of at all. So really excited for that. And we've got like another cool like HUD. Like I love that the spec HUDs work so much. I'm incredibly biased here, but I love that it works because these days that's difficult to come by.
It's I just wish I could have got the sorting working, but that's at least the timers are working properly and it times everything that is important. Yeah.
Even the yellow armors, which are going to be a little bit less so, but you know, it's more in line with other forms of Quake as well. For those of you who haven't seen Doombringer much before, the TTKs are just satisfying. It just feels good, and the movement feels good, and it doesn't feel great to slap, you know, to get slapped by a grenade, but being on the other end of the equation is fantastic. And we've got two fantastic teams here today. We've got again the botched job and the scotch bonnet, Nessie and GMT, versus Crazy LM Block, respectively. And again, in a lot of their practices, a lot of neck-and-neck play. Like, Nessie and Block were dueling a little bit, GMT and Block were dueling. I think Crazy L is the only one who's really, like, rolled out of bed to start play here today. So I'm going to go ahead and cut in game and see where we're at and let them know that we are indeed ready to go. And yes, we are indeed playing with the Doom Sphere, our version of the quad. It is 4x damage, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a proper quad.
No ambiguity there. So we're going to be seeing a series of 5 maps. They're just getting that sorted out right here, right now. They're pretty lighting on that.
And it's quite with the weapon balance, the quad becomes quite the crazy power up. Like the chain guns bullets and the pistol bullets all do 100 damage.
Wow. 100 each.
Yeah.
People thought it was crazy in Quake Champions when like quad nails were like 80 each, but no, it's the right way. More frags. It's a game about fragging. Well, who's gonna complain about letting more frags happen?
And of course, the lighting gun becomes quite insane. Shotgun, 4 times a shotgun.
Which is already pretty beefy.
Yeah. But still, the weapons already do a lot of damage. So if you're not careful, you can get quite curved some, even if you haven't.
Well, and again, I think that's where, you know, it's always the danger in TDM is letting things get away from you in the opening minutes. But I think between these players, things are going to be pretty cozy score-wise. We're about to prove that here. We've got Block and Crazy Al versus Nessie and GMT going live with round 1 right here, right now. I'm going to be following Nessie out of the gate. He was a ton of fun to watch a few weeks ago in Duel. But he needs to figure out who's on whom's side.
GMT already has quad damage.
It's going to be a team frag right out of the gate. But yeah, we've got health and armor markers. We've got weapons. We've got national flags in the HUD. It's crazy.
Do you have a follow power up on?
Is it a CL_ follow power up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I do.
Good.
I do indeed, yeah. Maybe I need to do a manual switch before it'll start taking over for me. There you go. Alright, but yeah, so far, negative, well, we were in -1, but now just 0-1. Nessie getting stuck there on the crates, Block down below, 20 HP. But he's got shotgun and rails, and what else do you need? Well, grenades certainly do help out as well. He's not pausing for the 25s here. He's wanting to get some weapon control. So are we doing, is that weapon stay on?
Yeah.
Okay.
The weapon stays on in TDM2v2 and free-for-all as well. But yeah, I kind of was inspired by the Quake World TDM2v2 rule set.
Yeah, because it's only really in like 4v4 that you have the 30-second respawn. But yeah, 2v2 ends up being incredibly tight, and so are the scores here. 2-on-5 here at the moment, following Block. Currently with a decent chunk of armor. Chasing down Nessie, who's just fending him off with that rail. Not letting him get anywhere near. And this quarter is not going to be any fun with the grenades. Rail's coming up, but he's out of ammo. He's going to have to switch back over to punches. He's got 1 slug left exactly, but he's on the run back over towards Mega. There's the pickup. But this is not going to be the fight for him. He has nothing to fight with. And of course in TDM, yeah, managing ammo is always going to be a deal. And in general, Doombringer puts more emphasis on the ammo packs than on the weapon spawns themselves. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense having weapons stay on in 2v2, and then still needing to pay a lot of attention to ammo boxes.
I also have the drop ammo here, so...
Oh, cool.
So that's something that plays as well.
Alright, I'm going to switch over to our Doomsphere. There's our glowy boy. It's going to be GMT with it right now. Looking to extend that lead, but taking a rocket to the dome immediately. Backing off there. And yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about this because, yeah, it means that you can have more weapons on the map without necessarily imbalancing things. And then just control things at a very fine degree with the amount of ammo available. But then, yeah, as you said, ammo drops are going to be a part of that. But here's the chase with the very last of that quad. Didn't quite get the frag, but there it is against Block. Just the 1 frag out of Block and Crazy Al so far. And again, I'm wondering if Crazy Al is, like, awake. Yeah. He's 0 for 6 at the moment.
Yeah. This is a map that neither Block nor Alan has played a lot on. Though I would wager that Alan has played a lot more of it than Block has. So...
yeah, it's seen a few additions over the years. And I'm happy to see it here. I like that rail position a lot. And so does GMT. He is just on a roll. Kind of commanding the frag score right now. 12-2. getting the Doom Sphere once again. Block goes down. Everybody rushing towards the rocket launcher. Is this going to get punished? Even down into the lava. That's a tasty looking lava material, by the way.
Parallax effect.
Yeah.
Makes everything better.
Nice. And as you can hear, it is a relatively low tick rate LG, but it hits when it does. And Meaty Gibbs, plenty of opportunity to hear those here in 2v2, especially with the scoreline, which is completely baffling all of my predictions, as amateur as they are, 26-1, and I mean, you could just tell that GMT ate his Wheaties this morning. He is just absolutely knocking everything he has and everybody else. He's going to be running out of ammo and getting stuck down there. Finally, another couple of frags here for Block and Crazy.
Yeah, GMT was feeling... He's been going up and down about his playing lately. For a while, he was feeling really good, and then he felt like he should stop playing. But a couple of last week or so, he came back to me and said, "No, I miss being really good, top tier at this game that not very many people play." So he's back to.
It's okay. He's kind of the slumlord when it comes to that. But no, this Doombringer has legs, and all the other body parts were like, ooh, big mess there in a little corridor. 5 on 32. That's got to feel like progress out of Block and Crazy Out. But right now, still eyes on GMT.
Yeah,
plenty of time before armor comes up.
With the power-ups and everything, there's really the possibility to make good comebacks here. Me and I played with the guys.
I wanted to believe in that grenade. But yeah, you're right. There is absolutely time here. Are we playing, what, 20 minutes?
15 minutes.
15, okay. Oh, try that rocket jump one more time. Couldn't quite make it up to the Mega that time around. But Block is not going to be getting very far with the Mega at all. I'm going to switch over to Crazy Al, see what he's putting together. Well, it's going to be a big fight up top. Hitting some rails, but that's really all he's got. Finally picking up a chain gun, getting down GMT. But he's got to know, yeah, Red's coming back up. Get some focus on it. There's the pickup. Low health, though. Avoids one rocket coming out of the TP. That's enough to get a frag off on Nessie. This is his time to shine and make something happen. Picking up just a little bit of ammo. Could use some more help. Like, the 25s are there, but he's going to get this Mega uncontested. Oh. Who was that he found? Was it, yeah, GMT knocked him into the lava. Nice. And you can start to see a little bit more pressure happening on the weapon spawns here. Oh no, GMT with another team frag. It's only 2v2. This isn't 4v4. Like, we shouldn't expect to see that too often. But Crazy Owls is focused on staying alive here. Good opportunity for a frag. Looking for the follow-up. Not quite getting it. There's the chase back over towards Mega. And look at this. Crazy Owl's actually here to help out his buddy, even if it doesn't turn into anything useful. But Block is still alive. Getting a couple frags off. Nessie just holding on to the Mega after picking up the Mega. Okay, but here comes Quad. Sorry, Doom Sphere. Doom Sphere. This makes me think of the Skull Tag announcer.
Ah.
And as you can see, there's no drop.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I actually based the name, so I made one called the Chaos Sphere after the sphere from Hexen at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just decided to go with the names like that, where everything is a sphere, even though they're not actually spheres anymore.
You're covered in a sphere, which is a pretty cool effect. So that's good enough. And who's going to tell Korax that the sphere isn't a sphere? So yeah, it's all fine. Yeah. 11-43. There is I want to call the semblance of hope, but it's going to need to actualize here pretty soon as we near the 10-minute mark. GMT just isn't scared of anybody though, and yeah, you can see those backpacks getting dropped for the ammo.
And the weapon.
And the last weapon, okay, yeah, so Quakefold style. But yeah, GMT is just on a roll here. Taking a look here at frags again, like 30 and 9 for GMT, 21 and 11 for Nessie.
Oof, sorry, Alan.
And yeah, Block is definitely outperforming Al at the moment. Maybe we'll get to see him wake up.
Apparently Alan was casting Metroid.
Yeah, he was doing a Metroid race. It's pretty cool. It's gonna need to depend on Block to save his animals.
Yeah, he's been restreaming Metroid speedrun. Comment.
Yeah, I know a few Quake players who are just now getting into speedrunning Super Metroid, so it's good stuff. But 15 on 51. This is the way it goes, especially this early in the day. But this is a 5-map series. Block and Crazy Al have some time to knock the rust off, open their eyes, start communicating a little bit better. And speaking of communication, like, GMT is the only one here who isn't just, like, straight Scott, so, I don't know how they're communicating, but, the series of grunts has to be doing some good. Nice. Oof. Man, Block is just getting shoved into the corner here. No way out, no rescue from Crazy Al, and GMT on the Doom Sphere once again. What is this jump coming in from Al? He almost made something good happen. Like, he had an opportunity, just no damage. And Block didn't even see that coming. GMT is on a roll here, on a tirade. He's looking to chase. Crazy Al, again, getting a little bit of pot shot damage off. Trying to believe in the pistol, not going to happen this time. As GMT continues his reign of terror. 30 health, though. He can be knocked down pretty quickly. Oof. That was some discharge, nice.
Discharge.
A mechanic that definitely needs to come back, and I'm glad you're dragging it back into the sunlight.
I wish there needs to be more interesting ways to use the weapons in...
Yeah. But yeah, 20 to 60, the scoreline just keeps getting wider. Like my belt line. Block here, currently on camera. 8 seconds to the next Doom Sphere. He's putting all of his hope in it. He's got a shred of armor. But there's both enemies, fortunately with their backs to him, so he's able to take down Nessie. He needs to finish off. Oh, but Crazy Al still managed to get the sphere. Is he alive with it? There he is. But 15 HP. What is he going to do with this? He's going to fall. Lose a third of his health to that. A little bit of red armor. It's not going to help him with 10 HP. Yeah, he needs to not get smacked by any of these rockets. There we go. There's a 25. That's nice. There we go. Just hit him. Just hit him. Oh, it's going to be the pineapple.
The nades are unforgiving.
You could just feel that frustration. And pings are still actually pretty even across the board. Nessie down at 14. Crazy Al up at like 35. So is GMT. No big deal. Woo. And again, the savior grenade. Is someone casting this? Of course. Oh, do I need to actually like start showboating a little bit? Do I need to put on the cool glove?
I just think it's Alan venting his feeling of
just get some coffee first if you're gonna wake and Quake. Yeah. It's always advisable. But yeah, 2 minutes left on the clock. Bit of a rough start for Block and Crazy Al. But that's not keeping the spirits down at all.
Yeah, I mean, GMT has definitely been the hero of this match.
Let's switch back over to him here. Because, yeah, his movement and aim has just been off the chain here. He's got a lot of room to work with in this map. I mean, there's a lot of big atriums. He's able to get, like, these one-on-two situations where nobody's even really paying attention to him until it's too late. And, yeah, the close-range rails here coming out of him are just phenomenal. That's got to stop if Crazy Al wants to make a problem for him.
Yeah, and he has Nessie by his side as well, which is not a bad player to have on your team.
So you can't deny weapons, you can't deny ammo. And yeah, the beginning ammo pickups in Doombringer are very conservative. Like, you hardly get anything out of it. So there is a way to kind of put some constriction on it, but it's a little bit softer. And I want to say, like, yeah, it does give you more options to balance later down the road. Instead of like, oh, well, we don't want to put another rocket in because blah, 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 blah. Like, you have some more freedom.
You can have more map by map.
Yeah. Which is a theme we keep coming back to, is some of the earlier day Quake games were all about each map playing like totally different games. And we're getting some of that back here. Oh my god. Crazy Al. Certainly picking the score back up with this quad LG. He's getting the job done. But it's a little bit late, unfortunately. He's got to defend with rockets. Doesn't know who to look at. Yeah, you got railgun on one side, pistol on the other. It's not what you want.
It's not a good situation to be in.
Nah.
But yeah, Alan's starting to
all right,
get the bit
GG
warmed
call.
up here.
All right, so 35 to 70, an exact 2-1 ratio. Easy.
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 Star performance from GMT, though. It's got to be said. What a play.
To my eternal shame, I did actually say it. So there's that for you, Rigo. That's a freebie. And he's gone.
And he's gone again.
Yeah. All right, so back to familiar territory here, which is a very comfortable map in Duel and 2v2, maybe a little bit less so.
And the power-up spawns in the middle atrium here.
3,
Okay.
2, 1. Fight. You've taken the lead.
GMT almost got it, but Alan managed to sneak in and steal away.
Oh, that's a dead quad, yeah. GMT going for that telefrag, but no, that teleporter shoots you out pretty quick.
Yep.
Getting a little bit of health back here. But there's the 3 initial frags going over to GMT and Nessie once again. Red Armor being kind of held down, but the bounces are bad for GMT. I think he was able to get the steal, and Crazy L just barely didn't make it out of that one. It's going to put them in the negatives as the lava claims its first victory. But Block turning it back around with his own rail. Gotta wake that boy up. Click, click.
There we go. Alan got a bit of a stack.
Oh!
No?
It's like the best telefrag graphic ever.
But yeah, funny story. I found out that there was a bug that meant that you could telefrag your teammates and get frags for them. Single player.
Oh. Well, that's
no,
that's a fun
TDM,
tech.
TDM.
Okay.
Which meant that you could just keep telefragging your friends and win the match, like that, without actually killing the enemy team even once.
Frag your friends. Win fabulous prizes. Ooh.
So, had to fix that, of course.
Yeah, some bugs you can't ignore forever. All right, so 4-6, a much closer game here in the opening couple minutes. As GMT's picking up a rail, making his way back over.
Oh,
whoa,
there we
another
go.
telefrag.
Frag.
Jeez. Whoops. That made a big mess on the outside of that. We got 30 seconds to the next quad. Nessie dropping down towards red, coming up in 3. He's the only one down there at the moment, but of course they'd be spammed. Oh, there was a hidden baddie, and make that 2 of them, dropping in after the red armor's taken away already. So he's just doing his best to defend. Nobody seems scared of his rockets, though. But Nessie's able to maintain some distance just barely. But Crazy Al pulling a frag back. And that'll tie it back up 6-6.
And Alan's trying to set up for the frag here, but Joe comes in and saws him down.
Alright, so Doomsphere in the hands of GMT. Dangerous form. Hey, we've even got a frag counter. Hey, hey. Nice. Currently it's at 0 as he just cannot find a target, cannot find the hits, can't find his way around the corner without getting pegged down by these rockets. So frustrating for GMT, as this Doomsphere is going to likely go to waste. Checking the yellow corner, but caught mid-air. Nicely done. That'll tie back up.
That was a very inefficient quad.
Yeah, you could kind of sense that frustration. That's the beautiful thing here. Nice. That'll keep it tied once again, 9-9. Nessie catching rockets on the Mega TP. Making sure to grab LG as well. But getting pegged down in the corner for the yellow armor, which is dangerous enough in duel. You know, add 2 more players to the mix. You don't want to be there too long. It's just from being a neat hiding place to like some place you just want to avoid.
Okay, quad is coming in, and it's
just no respect for these rockets. Nessie, though, like, you can't be here. Here comes the quad. It's going to be GMT on it, and he is just on a tirade with these rails, making up for the last one very efficiently. Putting them in a slight lead. Lots of time before any armor comes up, so right now, like, nobody knows where anybody needs to be, which makes GMT's life a little bit easier. He knows that nobody will have incentive to hide from him. Yeah, block, walking right into that rail. Nice shot.
Yeah, they got the red covered. No one's picking it up, though. Ah, there we go.
But still, it's only an 8 frag difference. We'll see if that extends here, as GMT has taken some damage. He's been kind of the linchpin of a lot of these frags, especially with the Doom Sphere. So if he gets taken down at 12 HP, it could be some slight trouble. But he's not showing any fear here, or indeed awareness. Oh, free frag with the rocket launcher. Nicely done. He's going to be incredibly light on ammo here. He's got plenty of LG, at least. But 3 HP, and that's going to be a crater. Nicely done.
There we go, Alan got the quad.
Well, it's a denied quad at least. Like, GMT is on his trail, but at least it's going to be a quad that doesn't go to GMT and Nessie. Woo!
Yeah.
These mutual telefrags. Right? Yeah.
Yep. If you jump in at the same time, more or less, you will get good old-fashioned, well, not good new-fashioned double tele.
Double telefrag. Is that like a special case thing, or what?
If both players jump in at approximately the same time.
Gotcha.
So if you have done back and forth, you you do sometimes.
Right.
Probably kill both of them. One luck just happened to be a split second.
Donk. Ugh, meaty gibs everywhere. 14-23. 9 frag difference. Certainly a closer game than the last map. But it's going to be all about this next quad. 2 seconds to it. Crazy Owl's diving in on it. Defending. Nessie goes down, no. But so does the quad. Which means GMT will be at the end of that with 70 health and a little bit of red armor. 15 damage, but man, getting a double frag there and still having a little bit left to work with. He's not going to be looking at that red. I think Crazy Owl got it, yeah. Ooh. So again, denied quads will slow down the reign of terror from GMT and Nessie, but Block and Crazy Owl really do need some of their own. 30 seconds to the next one. Yeah, Block needs to be thinking about armor, thinking about weapons, ammo especially. Yeah, grabbing like the ammo caches up here is such a big deal. Even GMT denying those is going to be some trouble for a Block here. You can get rockets, but man, where did that rocket come from GMT? Didn't even see that. Direct hit out of the teleporter. 10 seconds to quad. GMT's... I mean, he's looking for a red when he's already got 150. That's cool, but it's going to maybe cut him out of position for quad. Yeah, he's going to be late on this. He's not going to be there at all. Crazy Owl is going to be dead as well. Like, who's actually going to be here for it? It's going to be Block getting the grab. Everybody else, like, forgot about it. Did he die? Yeah, Block died.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, because that was such a huge opportunity if Owl wasn't also down there at the red armor. But that's going to allow GMT just to continue his streak here. Taking a look at actual frags, we've got 27-15 for GMT, 19-17 for Nessie, 14-21 for Block, and 14-28 for Crazy Al. Poor guy. He must have gamer thumb from using a controller.
Yeah, Alan had a bit of a streak of frag spawn. Spawn frags there.
Nice. Alright, so with 10 seconds to the quad, it's definitely time to start getting in position for it. Crazy Al is going more for yellow armor first. Maybe he can dive in at the nick of time, but coming up the yellow armor corridor, he just can't get anywhere near it. Nessie's up top, hunting down Block. And the quad is just sitting on the pad right now. They're wanting to make sure that these are clean kills first, because that means that once Nessie gets his quad, there's nothing that's going to stop him. Nothing. Unless he misses. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is dangerous, and you can tell that that was the setup. Draw a perimeter around the quad, make sure, you know, it's not just a dive in and get it until somebody dies kind of thing. They wanted a clean run, and that's exactly what they bought themselves. And as we go into the final 5 minutes, this is where the score spread is really going to start punishing Al and Block. Cool. Gotta just love the hit smacks with the chain gun. So good. Gatling gun. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 5 minutes left of this round, and last couple of minutes. The Order of Selassie, or what's the name of the team?
Yeah, so we've got the Scotch Bonnets, Crazy Al and Block. Having real trouble with the botched job of Nessie and GMT. Yeah.
They have pulled away from, and yeah, Alan Block just can't seem to get in on that quad damage.
And it went from being just a case of skirmishing down on the quad itself, which turns into, you know, just like, you know, last person with 20 health gets it, to being a really well planned out assault coming from GMT and Nessie. Like, Block and Crazy Al can't afford to be played like that in the next couple maps. Oof. Nice rails. So satisfying. Ah. Direct rockets are so good too.
Yeah, there's very little that seems to really challenge Joel here presently. And Nessie has also pulled away with his frag.
What does GMT do? Sorry. He's just like zoomed in, staring at the sky and still plucking out rails. It's ridiculous. What is that air rocket? Alright, nice.
Yeah.
Oof. Alright, but Nessie's got a pickup here. He's making good work with the rails, but he's railable himself. Ah, damn you, ceiling. And he's like, yeah, way too early or way too late, depending on how you look at it for that red armor. Yeah, pick up A25, that'll do you some good. So if he can make, you know, like 30 frags off of this this quad run, that'll be good.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Okay, maybe not now.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
You can see that coming all the way down. Get down, Mr. President. But no, it wasn't meant to be. Oh, just throwing rockets into that corner. Somehow missing both of his opponents and hitting his teammate.
There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah. Click, click. Is that a new click sound?
It's not new. The animation when you run out of the weapon, but the click sound. I need to make a re-together sound series to make the clink and chink. And
it's the little beep beep that is just iconic at this point. Beep beep. on that one. Crazy Al, just pick a weapon. Just pick a weapon. I think he had railed there too.
Sometimes you just don't keep
Just choose one.
what you have.
Just choose one.
Oh, nice team frag. That.
Alright, but yeah, final minute coming up here. And technically, you know, better than the first map. Ooh. Just a one-way telefrag this time. But yeah, GMT's still kind of in charge of things here. 44 and 26. Best KDR on the map. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's GMT, who is 39 and 33, almost 1-1. Nessie is 44 and 27. He is the one who is woken up here. Crazy L and Blocker are pretty much neck and neck.
Pulled out all the stuff lately. The last 10 minutes. GMT started out with a strong lead, but Nessie has overtaken that. Fortunately for Alan Block, Nessie is on GMT team.
Alright, so final quad run. It's going to be in the hands of Block. It's up to him to make, you know, lots of frags here. Make it happen. There's one. Picking them up, but everybody's spawning somewhere else. He's not getting anywhere near him.
2, 1.
There it is. Another map up for Nessie and GMT, the botched job. Not botching it so far. As we're going to head into map 3.
This map is ZTN.
Ooh, alright. Have I
I've
seen this in Doombringer yet?
No.
Ooh.
And I was hoping that no one ever.
Okay, I might need to take a look around here. Can I free flow?
Yep. So it's based on the ZTN from Zoonotic. Because I tried. I don't really remember why I made it. I just want to see what.
I mean, you gotta have Blood Run.
You've taken the lead.
So, okay, we have the modern mega placement. We don't have your trademark puke-worthy teleporters. That's a really deep R8 platform. Very Quake-worldy there.
Yeah, I just really replaced textures to. So Nifrek is the one who made this.
Okay,
yeah. I just basically replaced the entity textures.
The blue's good. Big test. Is it stairs by the rocket launcher here? Yeah, it's stairs. All right, yeah. That's good.
There's very little rail ammo in this map.
Quake World armor location at the rocket launcher. Okay. Yeah, this is like interesting scaling. Kind of dig it.
It works well for Doombringer.
Yeah. Lets the grenade shine. And it stares on the LG. Okay, cool. That ticks all my boxes. Because, like, jump pads are audible information and they kind of suck, and lifts are, you know, not really a thing there, and some versions use teleporters, which is just, ugh. Stairs are the way to go. Oh, nice. That is just a dead quad, and yeah, in any version of Blood Run, you can expect most quads to die right on the pad. And yeah, Zippy Nappy, you're right. It's like, oh, it's like the Quake 3 version, except for this and that that over there, and yeah. It's like almost exactly between Quake World and Quake 3 here. Alright, but waiting on this Mega. There. Oof, nice rail. Only 3 frags between them at the moment, following Nessie. As Red Armor's taken away. Nessie's gonna go through this teleporter with like 20 HP. Just to run down again and pick up a 25, just to run down again and pick, you know. Where are you going, Nessie? Nessie, have you seen Blood Run before? I'm sure you have.
They did play it earlier.
Yeah. Sometime over the last 2 decades, yeah.
Maybe he's confused because it's not the Blood Run he knows from Quake champ.
Which has some interesting additions, and you know, it makes the corridor from mid to the mega not a corridor, it's just a doorway. So I mean, some things are kind of changed there. But this has a little bit more of a vertical element to it. The rooms are less flat.
Crazy out. It's on, and then it's dead.
Yeah, that's what was going to happen. Usually, I mean, this is about like getting to the quad first and then likely dying and then having to get to the quad again after the guys you just fought have taken over, and that can change hands 2 or 3 times. Yeah, but you just need a weapon to like fight from below there, and you just didn't have anything like that. So Block is getting out of there, running out of ammo himself. Looking for it. Alright, yeah. Plenty of rockets up here. But all he's got is Gatling gun. He's got plenty of ammo for it, and the shotgun. Yeah, turn up your FOV. You didn't see him coming around the corner? Hey, wake up.
You should get an ultra wide screen like I.
Yeah. Like, hey, he's right there, man. But 9 to 18. A kind of 1 to 2 score ratio has been what we've come to expect out of these guys.
There we go. Crazy Alan is coming on a bit of a tear.
And Block walks right into damage, so he's not going to be very strong here either. So they're going to be fresh spawns as the quad comes up. It's going to be GMT on the pickup, and he might be the first quad to get out of this room. Block just jumps at him. I'm not even sure what weapon he had. And yeah, this is where GMT is going to go nuts. How many pellets is that? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's 32 pellets.
Alright. That's a lot of pellets.
Yeah, that's a lot of pellets.
Those sounds are just so meaty and juicy. Just listening for a moment. Speaking of meaty and juicy, plenty of gifts down here at the quarter. Crazy, I'll just like trying to dive on by, not get caught in this fight. There's no reason to really be here except to try and maybe fight off against GMT, but yeah, you can set that trap. There we go. Grenade coming out of Crazy Al. It's going to be turned around immediately. 11 to 27 as the first third expires. But GMT is able to steal away Mega and a yellow. And as you can see, that yellow's at 150. It's going to drop down to 100 next batch.
So he's positioned here to, well, lose out on the quad because he's not where the quad is.
Yeah.
But he had the main stack.
Block's
Really
still alive here, though. Look at this. He's got armor. He's got plenty of LG. Yeah, I think he's ready to go on a run. He's just got to find spawns, which, you know, for those of you not aware, we're using random spawns, just avoiding any duplicate spawns. Which means that in TDM especially, like, yeah, you could probably get a little bit of love out of just staying out in mid for a little while. You know, get the spawns in mid, try to catch them going across from LG to armor, and yeah, there's options. And that certainly did help. 16 to 28 was a really good quad run for Block. And he's still alive, in fact.
This is only 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Blood Run's gonna generate some frags here in 2v2 for sure.
Just like in Quake World, that Natal Atrium is a really good place, like I said, to rack up spawn frags. So many spawns. I'm not sure if it's the same spawns as in the Quake World ZTM, because I don't know it well enough. But I know some of them are the same.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye out for how many occur in map there. But GMT's back on the Doomsbury, and he is in and out of there. He doesn't want to waste any time on that fight. He's a relatively fresh spawn, low on weapons, low on armor, but he's got a quad. And you can hear some tippy-tappies down by the rocket launcher. Nice. Such a satisfying rocket. Nice. I like that attempt on damage, but yeah. The shotgun here is gonna be so strong.
I think Block and Alan really feed a lot during this quad run for GM.
Yeah.
When they play, they have struggle more to find them. Well, at the time.
I think they both believe that, like, hey, I can get that last shot in and kill the quad carrier, and that'll be cool. Oh, nice shot coming out of GMT, good stuff. And the trouble with that philosophy is if you die and you still did 5 damage, your thought is, well, now that crazy thing I tried to do is now 5 damage easier to do, so I'm going to try it again. And it just doesn't go your way.
You stand a good chance of managing, but now it was.
Oh, there we go. I liked what Block was trying to do, a little bit more like traditional Blood Run quad denial. And he threw a decent amount of grenades up there, but GMT's still okay. And yeah, this is where the score spread is going to get nuts. Alright, Block. You got him. How many frags did it cost? And that shotgun corner is going to be really good too. I mean, it is useful sometimes having these maps to like compare like how sound propagation works and where you can hear drops and weapon pickups. Oh jeez, Block is just getting bounced back and forth in the mega corridor. Can't get out of there. I don't know if it's using Q3 map 2, Marky. Chris will have to answer that, but yeah, it's Dark Places.
Yeah, it's a quick Q3 map.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of had it not been for the Q3 map performance. Mostly visuals, of course.
And what good you're getting out of them too.
You can use Q1 map as well, but I don't recommend it really.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, both, well, especially Block and Crazy Al could benefit from abusing the grenades more here. Because spawns are forced not to repeat, like, yeah, you can cycle mid and then start spamming nades like at Mega or up top, and you can lob them pretty far. I think there's a lot of I won't say cheap things you can do, but a lot of tactical things you could do.
Yeah, that's really what they have tried with a aggressive approach, and it's not working for them. It's naturally what they probably should do is just try to go for the more turtle-like approach, I guess.
Which, you know, depending on what era of Blood Run you're playing is a different value proposition. But here, yeah, that definitely seems to be the case. Crazy Al's taking a lot of damage on his quad run, but he is on a quad run, it must be said. A little bit of argument there over who is getting the armor. Crazy Al thought it should be him, Block thought otherwise.
Well, Alan had very little health, and I think it was better for him to stick with the red armor, because that affected him for longer than the yellow would have anyways.
Sure, Block was running the numbers, but Crazy Al wanted to be a hero. That's all he ever wants to be. Internationally renowned. Man of mystery. But here, let me take a look at scores since we're in the last couple minutes almost. 23 and 37 for Block. 9 and 38 for Crazy Al. I think I found our problem.
In defense of that score, I've been in the situation where you suddenly just notice, oh wait, I haven't had a single frag in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It happens. There's a video where I accidentally team killed Joel twice in a row with a railgun, and then he noticed that I don't have any frags. Granted, I had just team killed him twice, so I would have lost 2 of them there.
Yeah, it all makes sense. But right now, by the trend of the last 2 maps, like right now their target is, what, 36, 35 or so. They're just under that. Got another quad in 40. Eyes on Nessie. Oh, really good chain gun work, but there's grenades. And yeah, don't forget about the grenades in this. I mean, Crazy Al, like, he stands this game pretty hard. He just needs to remember what the grenades can do. Just go crazy with them, Al. Yeah, just trust the grenade. But the Mega's going to be helping Nessie out a bit here.
There.
Yeah, that lob too. There aren't really many games where in Blood Run you can get a grenade from like bottom up to the catwalk.
4 seconds to the clock.
And Block's going to have it. For how long, we'll find out. Yeah, he doesn't have any armor. He's able to put some damage together. But yeah, it's that point where I would start spamming like nades right into the Mega. Especially if you have quad. Like, you know both of your opponents just died. You know they didn't spawn mid. Like, start spamming that shit. Actually, I'm trying to see if anybody is spawning like at the LG. Nice. Like, Block turns right anytime he comes around that corner.
Yeah, there are moments of where they just get things to come together, and
yeah,
you think like, oh man, it's gonna happen now. Hopefully they can maintain this now, so we get some really good frags. Because I mean, when Alan is probably the most experienced TDM player of these guys. Even though I know Block and Nessie played a lot together in Halo, I believe.
Well, there's your problem. I mean, if you want to feel like you're playing Halo, just play this and drink like 2 bottles of NyQuil. Be fine. But yeah, final 15 seconds, and you know, they've brought it back towards that 2-1 you know, score ratio, which is something. And Block has been doing a lot of good whenever he has the quad in his hands. I'm like looking, yeah, okay, there's a spawn somewhere up there. But there it is. 3 maps for 3 so far in this 5-map series, as the Scotch Bonnets are really having a lot of trouble against the botched job, ironically enough. But yeah, 19 and 44 for Crazy Al.
At the end, they started to come back.
Yeah.
Of course, that could just be that the Nessie MG and let loose the gas a bit.
Yeah, you just go, it's playtime now.
So hopefully we'll see. So this is duo 5, and we'll say see you later to the quad damage.
Oh, really? No quad here. Okay.
Vampiric damage. Which is a bit interesting power-up. You'd think it'd be extremely overpowered, but the way it works is any health, literally health, you steal from an enemy, is returned 100% to you.
All of it, okay.
So, but if a player has armor, or any armor damage, is not returned to you.
Right, okay.
But you can also steal health from your teammates.
Ah, okay.
And it maxed out 666.
Selfish quad, yeah.
So you can get a pretty big stack.
Oh, you can overstack with it. Holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah. So you can overstack up to 666. However, that's rarely happening, but shotgun is definitely your friend with that.
3, 2, 1.
All right, but here we go. And yeah, this is a map I have been wanting to see in TDM. It's obviously huge. And Crazy Al's got the lead spear immediately. It's going to be losing it, though.
This map also has single barrel shot.
Yes. Does a great model, great sound.
Or as Joe calls it, a fun gun.
Well, he's not wrong. Oh, that is ludicrous, Gibbs. Up by the YA. As Crazy Owl is just on the chase, and he managed to catch his own teammate with a rocket that he didn't need to be firing in the first place. It was a cool shot, just, you know, wrong guy. Open your eyes, Al. See the world around you. There you go. I put 3 frags up. Crazy Owl. Looking for one of the megas. Where's the other mega?
Okay, I realized there's a mistake I made.
Oh, okay. I thought you maybe added another mega for... Oh, one of those megas is the Elite Sphere?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just must have made a mistake when I signed the graph.
Mm-hmm. Elite Sphere is up. Nessie's got the pickup. There it is. In its purple glory.
Second top one.
Just needs to hit with it. That's all you need. There you go. There's some health.
There you go.
See if he can break 200 with it. Still on the run. Can hear some spawns. Come on, just hit with it. Just hit with it. That's all you got to do. There you go.
Oh. There we go.
And as it runs out, that leaves him at 100 health. He's able to get some lava action there. But that means we're at 1 and 10. Nessie doing it just fine. Block finally bringing up a couple frags here. Grabbing away yellow. Having to take some of the score back. Nothing's coming back up for a little bit. We got red down at the bottom of the map. But where did everybody come from? Nessie just out of nowhere. Making things messy. Still a bit of time before this mega pops back up. But Nessie's got some focus on it. He's dealing with everybody coming around the corner just as his teammate is leaving. Where did GMT go? Well, he's going to be the last man standing maybe. But oh, there's the leech sphere coming out from Block. Already at like 300 HP. Yeah, this might definitely be more his speed. He's just got to find players. He's only got a shotgun, though. Which, you know, when the chases happen, could make things awkward. And even trying to bait that red armor didn't really work out for him. GMT wasn't about to do it. Look at all this health. Nice.
And he's gonna keep that after the...
Okay, yeah, cool. Is there, like, accelerated rot or the same speed?
No, it's the same accelerated rot as it always.
Oh, but he can't pick up a mega now.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it seems like Alan was on that. So.
Yeah. That's really cool. I like that. And it's a mechanic that has been used before, but not in this particular context. It's good. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, Goltag had a vampire sphere thing, I think.
It's a regen with, like, an actual mechanic behind it. Nice steal of that red.
You need to make use of it instead of go on high.
Right, right. Can't be passive. Dig it. GMT, though, I mean, he's certainly dragging this life out. Okay, yep. Just wanted to respawn. Maybe a little bit less useful in TDM with the ammo drop. Maybe if you're doing it for a teammate. Oh! Trying to just push through those grenades. Painfully. Still able to take down Block. Really good shot. But he's going to need that mega. Nope, no mega for you. Big attempt from Crazy Owl just to stay alive, but he's having to save the day. I'm glad he switched back over to shotgun for that one, but he can't afford to get distracted. Like, that was a spawn with just a pistol who happened to be up in his face. Instead of, like, getting that last rocket on the guy who is harassing your teammate. Gotta make tough decisions sometimes. I just hope he's not a doctor in real life. Alright. Mutual frag.
We have a lot close the game this time.
Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts, but we got the Elite Sphere back in the hands of GMT for the first time this map, actually. I like the bleach, the leech sphere fire sound effect. Beep 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 beep.
Well, it's actually a placeholder
Oh, is it? Okay.
that I added for any sound that I don't have yet.
Yeah.
So I'm just so Matrop, when he makes the sounds, he can just place the sounds and have them appear in the game. So there's quite a few of those. Boop, boop, boop. But it doesn't. Most of the multiplayer sounds are in, but
Yeah.
it's a lot more in single player. Basically, all the monsters.
The beeping army. Big fight over that red. GMT's gonna spawn like right across from it. Almost get the pickup himself. But Crazy L's actually doing better than Block this time. Just barely. 11 and 24 to 9 and 14. But yeah, the score spread is starting to favor the botch job a little bit more.
Yeah, Nancy had a bit of a run again. So for that, he was very much even with Block. Franks.
Alright, but Block now with the leech sphere. Getting some good damage off, chasing through the teleporter.
There we go.
Yeah. It's in those cases where, like, you want to be even more defensive than you are against, like, a quad. You don't want to, like, stick around and go, like, alright, maybe I could do, like, 20 damage to him, because if you lose the fight, you will have done less than nothing to be useful. Like, if you know you can kill him, cool. If you're unsure, then you risk making things worse for your teammate.
It's almost better to just have very little health with it.
Yeah.
And attack then and hope for a really
Put
good
yourself
shot.
down at 10 HP and run at the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, but 22
Or
to
we make a
37.
discharge.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. That'd be cool. Gotta worry about, like, recursion at that point.
Imagine having the leech sphere, and if you're surrounded by enemies, you do the discharge, and
Yeah.
it gives you so much health that you survive. And actually have more health
What's the
than
order of
before.
events there? Like, what's applied first, the damage or the health?
Actually, I'm not sure.
What would happen? Yeah, do some, like, Doombringer Mythbusters. Well, like, here, like, baiting a quad like this is useful. Ooh, good shot at an Essie, though. Must be commended. But it was riskier than it would have been against a quad. You know, you do 5 damage to a quad, you die. Okay, that sucks, but you do 5 damage to a leech guy, and he gets 100 back from you. It's not good.
But if you do... Yeah, it's a balance.
Yeah.
To
Fair
go
and
there. I
balanced.
mean, it's because a lot of the time the leech can feel pretty weak. If you don't make that shotgun hit, you know,
Yeah.
then you're just gonna run out of health, and
Oh, well,
you're not gonna
that's
feel.
as simple as that. You just gotta hit with it. That's all.
Yeah,
Just gotta hit.
but while the quad damage, you can hit pretty shittily, poorly,
Yeah.
and still
Right.
will help you. Whereas with a leech, you only really reward if you can land the shot.
Yeah. And GMT's on his own little tirade here. And yes, to answer the question in chat there from Messick TV, there's weapon stay in 2v2, but just like Duel and Doombringer, the initial ammo you get from a weapon pickup is pretty low, so you do have to cycle the ammo boxes, which do not have, you know, stay on. Or are they 20 seconds or 30 or what?
15.
15, okay. So yeah, that's where some of the more control comes out of. But yeah, I mean, this
guess
map
there
is
is,
really good about the leech.
A case you can be made for having a longer respawn time on ammo boxes in TDM2v2.
Yeah, that kind of gets you into the realm of, do we want slightly different rule sets for the different game modes at all, which I've always thought is fine.
They're
some
very
people find it
already
inherently confusing.
I have different power armors for different different single player has weapon balance slightly different. Stuff like that.
Poor Block, he's not getting any damage out of this. Like, everybody's dying around him, but it's not benefiting him at all.
So now he's going off to this red armor, and he's not getting red armor play.
Of all the times not to have a rocket launcher, yeah.
Because he's for a $100 damage rocket launcher, he will just get 20 health anyway.
I want to believe, though, they're only 10 frags apart, 4 minutes to play. They've been able to get some consistent use of the Elite Sphere. Red's going to be up for GMT in this case, but he's still pretty low. He can be taken down pretty handily, even with a single shotty fun gun.
Just 10 frag difference now. Oh.
But GMT's still alive. He's going to RJ up for the 50. It's going to put him in a good position for both the Mega and the Sphere. Block is here, but that Mega only puts him at 104. He really needed that rocket to connect and push his opponent into the lava. As it stands, he's going to dive down for a red armor that isn't even there. And that's going to cost him. So it's going to be GMT on the Elite Sphere. I think they had an opportunity to get that Elite Sphere. They just mistimed it, miscommunicated it, and yeah, GMT is giving up a frag just to pump up the health. I like this this power up. This is cool.
Meta is strong.
Yeah. The 10 frags, and you know, it's only 200 health. There's no power up drop. This isn't quite 3 or anything. Having trouble with his rockets, but now he's got more than one target to deal with. Crazy Owl goes down, but Block is here, still alive with 55 health. Big fight over a red armor. Gonna have to give it up. Tries to chase in for the telefrag, doesn't quite get it. What are they both doing there? I really hope Crazy Owl got the red armor at least. Ooh, GMT.
Red armor's up.
No it was up. So everybody left that fight for the red. Jeez. All right. Cool. Yeah, come back in and watch this VOD, guys. Like that's where things went poorly for everybody involved.
GMT got the red armor.
All right, Block goes down. GMT's back in here, getting the leech. Takes a nasty rocket right off the pickup, but Crazy Owl goes down, and there's more health for GMT. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, give me that health. Like, you gotta ask your teammate, like, right before you shoot him in the face, like, how much health you got? What do you got? What do you got?
How much armor do you got?
Yes, that too.
Well, they do have a team. They can see the teammates in the.
Okay, yeah.
They do know it. But yeah, it's good to not forget that.
Well, you want to ask permission first too, right? It's like, oh yeah, you had 150 health and no armor. I wanted that.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Still only 10 frags, but just 1 minute to pull it back together. This will be the final Elite Sphere. And Block is running out of options. Yeah, he's got 2 players to contend with and almost no ammo. GMT is still alive here. It's going to be red and then power-ups. Hi! Oh, was that Al? Al's still alive down here. And Block manages to get a frag as well, but he's stuck down below. He can get this yellow.
And then Joe got...
And yeah, GMT stole away the leech. And that pretty much should solidify these final 30 seconds, especially with the mega pickup. Could we see him hit 200? 300? No. No, we can't. All right. Too tempting. There we go. Bring it in and pile them up. And that is going to be a 4th map for the botched job. All right, there it is.
We had a missing player. GMT suggested that me or him was going to play, and I thought it's probably for the best that GMT played, and might have been better.
Are you having regrets?
because then it might. I feel like TNT might be the reason why Nessie and TNT.
I mean, Nessie was kind of starring it a little bit, but again, I think everybody expected Crazy Owl to perform at all today, but it didn't quite happen. Are we really going to Airwalk for twos? All right, cool.
Yep.
Let's do it. Add.
It's the last match of the day.
Yes, it is.
We're already here.
And it would be nice if Block and Crazy Owl could take a map, but like you said, Crazy Owl has been having trouble contending against GMT today. Let's see if we can turn that
We're
around.
going out on the craziest of the match. Me and Joe really likes playing on this,
Yeah.
and everyone else thinks we're crazy.
I mean, you have it scaled enough where, yeah, it could definitely work for twos, and you have the quad in the position it should be in. So yeah, I mean, this is like a classic twos map in Quake World where the quad is hardly ever going to get out of the spawn. Especially with these grenades, jeez. It's gonna be nutso.
Yeah, so there's a lot of control that goes into making, because of how crazy it is.
Yeah.
You really have to have grip on when things are coming up. Otherwise, it's going to be.
Golden map.
Yeah, this is golden map.
All right, everybody, we are indeed about to start up our 5th and final map.
Just want to say, triple digits this map, okay? Triple digits.
You're going to do it? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
100 to, let's call it 30.
30.
Oh, that's cold though. Last match was actually quite close.
Yeah. Yeah. There's my GMT. There we go. Hurt. Splat. All right. All right, here we go. Airwalk 2v2. First time I've seen it in Doombringer. I'm sure it's the same for a lot out there, and it's going to be an immediate, like, first shot, first second of the game is killing the quad carrier. That's Airwalk through and through. Couldn't get better than that. It's like Crazy Owl knew exactly where he needed to be, like, oh, years and years of muscle memory are kicking in. I spawn here, I need to shoot here. Like, right off the bat. And because of the crazy SSG in Doombringer, it worked out quite well. And indeed, they've got a 4-frag lead, just denying weapons left and right. Crazy Owl. Where has this Crazy Owl been all day? Oh my God! Home. There it is. What are you doing? That's the bad guy. You're supposed to shoot the bad guy. All right.
Now Alan does not like TDM in this map, but this is really where Alan belongs.
Yeah, until Block reminds him why he doesn't like TDM in this map.
That's just TDM and Doombringer in general.
Yeah. Especially with the number of grenades that are going to be flying around here. But Quad's coming back up. GMT's got it, defending it this time with the perfect rocket. He's got armor, he's got Mega, he's got the Quad, a rare occurrence in any TDM game of Airwalk, no matter what you're playing. Ooh. But they keep coming after him. All right. I think it's going to work out. It's not going to work out. GMT is about to tie up this game and take it for himself. 8-8.
You've taken
As somehow he just can't find a target. There it is. What are these jumps? All right, Al. Calm down. Of course he killed himself. I'm not surprised at all. It's like rocket jumping in the corridor. Nice. But yeah, GMT staying alive here. Holding on to the rail. And of course he can't, like, actually grab and deny the rail. But he can be up here and be a nuisance. Just like Block has been, taking over the quad corner. 14 seconds until it spawns back up. So yeah, it's time to like dive one more time or go get some health. Easier said than done here. That platform is just so much bigger in Quake 2. Yeah, we did a tournament years back where we did Aerowalk in every Quake. And yeah, the number of differences is just astonishing. But this is going to be Crazy L on the quad. Nessie goes down. Needs to take down GMT. That's the problem. And I think that was Block.
Yeah. But the worst part was that the stream mod of it didn't have all the matches.
Yeah, and
Watching.
that's gonna be a trend. Yeah, it was a rough time for keeping VODs around. Good thing we can trust Amazon now, huh? All right. Yeah. But 16 on 21. By the
Why don't you upload more VODs to YouTube? It's even an automated process.
It is pretty easy, but I'm even more lazy than that. Sometimes Krista helps by getting a few up there, but yeah, it does need to happen more, I agree. By the way, everybody tuning in, we did have to abbreviate the name on the stream today from Saturday Night Slaughter to SNS because apparently Slaughter is not allowed in a stream title. What a world.
There we go, Crazy Al got the quad.
Yeah.
And
he's diving into these fights with like 60 health. I feel like he's getting baited. Yeah. GMT knows what he's doing. Crazy Al's got to change his route just a little bit just to like appear clever. Just a little.
Hardest part in the TDM is not to shoot your teammates when you have a quad diamond. Especially when you can't find the other players and you just want to kill something.
Let's paint the town.
Red. Nice hit there, Alan. Fortunately, red wasn't coming up in a few seconds more.
Only 6 frags between them, so according to GMT, Crazy L and Block only have 9 more frags they can make before GMT just literally never dies again. So let's see what happens. Ooh, alright, GMT, alright. Holding on to it. Nice rocket pop. And yeah, the rocket pops in Doombringer are very Quake Worldy, which is satisfying. Ooh, but a mutual frag. It's gonna put Crazy L on the spawn and on the quad immediately. So clean. And there's a Mega. He even looks surprised, like, oh, for me? Really? GMT goes down. Crazy L lost all of his armor.
Removes all that back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. What a difficult room to be in. Oh my god. Just direct rocket after direct rocket. Blood everywhere. Yeah, this is it. This is the good shit. If you're out there wondering why a game like this hasn't existed, well, I'm glad you're here. Because this is it.
It exists now.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And we want more people to shoot that.
Yeah. So right now we're playing on the Steam version, but if you're interested in getting in and doing a ton of dueling and TDMing and playtesting, then Christus has been pretty Santa Clausy with keys in the past.
Yeah, just come on Discord and say hi.
Hi. Here's your...
Sort it out.
You're in! You made it! You passed the test. Alright, but Block on the quad this time. New quad on the block. This bouncy Gibbs. Oh, it's so good. He just keeps looking at people who have just died. GMT goes down. And there's that 30. So Block is about to make GMT a liar. A filthy, stupid liar. There it is. It's all going to be Block's doing. And meanwhile, GMT's actually done a pretty good job of hiding here. Oh, not anymore. Good catch from Block. 33 to 38. It is doable. Gonna be running out of LG at an inopportune time. Yeah, there are versions of Aerowalk that have stairs where that health is, and versions that don't. And if you're playing a game where Aerowalk has stairs there, You have to be very careful about how you're approaching that fight. Oof.
I really like the teleporter, to be honest, because at least in Doombringer creates a lot of crazy situations with that, especially in TDM when you fight for the mod.
Like we're having
someone
here.
and they dash into the teleporter and then come flying up from on top. And just a good time.
Yeah, it's interesting because there is the pivot quite literally from air control to air strafe, but yeah, you could be just as graceful, and it feels good. If you haven't had your fingers twitching on the air strafing in Doombringer, then yeah, you need to give your hands a treat. Alright, 10 frag difference as we're well over the halfway point. They're closing it in. Crazy out. Ooh, finds Nessie with the direct rocket. GMT is up top. Here comes the rushdown, forcing the suicide out of GMT. That's got to feel good. But an awkward stair fight as Crazy L goes down. Nessie is going to be here to take away the red armor. 20 health, though. Is the pistol going to do it? No, not quite. Very close, though.
Nessie going into monster mode again.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of taking a look at like raw ratios, even though it's only like 9 frags apart. Same frags for Crazy L and Block, and almost the same for GMT and Nessie. Neck and neck, just not all on the same body.
Wow. Block just jumped it. So much happening.
Yeah, that's going to be a dead frag. I mean, that is like 60% of the time what you can expect on Aerowalk quads. It's just, it's a rough corner to be in. And just like Blood Run, it's more about like the fight in the 5 seconds before the quad than actually being on it on time. Ooh, nasty grenade.
But regardless how that ended, Nessie and GMT were really the victors.
Oh yeah.
Because they made a lot of frags in that. Now, Block and Crazy Al made some to make that back. Make that back, but
yeah, I like this.
Still,
out. Oh no! GMT! It's like, it's gonna be so cool, I'm gonna catch him as he drops down and, oh, it's the wrong guy. Alright, alright. 9 frags.
Oh!
A Block.
Team kills.
Getting some work done.
And again, we're back at almost 5 frag difference.
Yeah, who knew that the closest map today was gonna be Aerowalk of all things, but yeah, with 5 minutes to go, Block is looking not to mess this fight up. Whoa! You can actually fit through that window? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Which is really useful in a pop situation like that, because instead of looking up, yeah, he just like snuck in just to avoid some damage.
Create a few extra options.
But, and yeah, in case anybody missed it, that is another dead quad, which again is what you can expect here. Oh wait, no, the quad's still alive, sorry! Yeah, GMT was there, not getting any frags on Block. Block was just kind of the secret agent, getting the work done. Nice. But still, 8 frags, it's just getting traded back and forth. There is a possibility of triple digits here, like GMT said. It's not out of the question. But Block is making that difficult. No rail for him, can't finish off easily. Looking to, yeah, make good with the rockets. It's going to be a little bit tougher. Everybody's coming after him now, knowing that he has weapons. 12 seconds to quad. 5th health for Block, but he's got plenty of armor here. This is not necessarily a fight he wants to get into right now. He's really trusting Crazy L a lot on this quad. He's like, yeah, you got that, right? You're good? You're good? So Nessie's dead. Right. Was that GMT? Yeah, so GMT Crazy Al should have this quad. Al? Al? GMT, where were you? Where was Al? Everybody else was dead. GMT's got the quad.
And GMT.
He goes down.
And it's down to 3 frags.
Yeah.
4.
Oof. Alright, so traded rails here. Al's super low on health. That armor's gonna go to Block. almost did something cool there on the jump pad. But GMT walking in here with this rail and nades is gonna be very dangerous. But ooh.
That was Nessie's head.
Oh, is that different hit sounds for your teammate?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool.
So the hit sound for the teammates are those muck
Pitch down a little bit, yeah. Cool. That's rad. 4 frags between them. Quad's still 15 seconds away, but yeah, this is where you can expect to see fights begin to happen. Crazy Al doesn't have a whole lot of health here, and yeah, this is a good time to die. 8 seconds before Quad. Good time to die. GMT is still going to be in trouble trying to avoid some of these grenades. Crazy Al didn't even look behind him. But Nessie, oh no, what? Was that a team frag on the Quad? Oh my god. Yo. Alright, so Nessie going on a bit of a tirade here. He must be mad. He's hitting a lot. But he's stuck in a bad corner. Crazy Al goes down, though. And we're back to a 10-frag game. Yeah, Nessie is just, I think he's just pissed off at this point. Doesn't care who he's shooting. Just getting the job done.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, really, to see how close they come to overtaking them, and then they just pull back.
And again, I want to go back to that last Quad. Like, I gotta watch a demo or something. Like, where was Crazy Al after Block had killed both Nessie and GMT in the same, like, 3 seconds? After Block had, like, left the Quad to, like, look at the red armor, which is a pretty legitimate way to play Aerowalk. You know, you put somebody on the red, or at, like, the top of the red at rocket launcher, and you catch spawns coming out of there. You prevent anybody from running in on Quad that way. And you open it an area for your Quad runner to go when he gets the pickup. All that said, Crazy Al wasn't there. All right, he got this pickup. He's trying to compensate.
I think they just might have mistimed it or not known it was going to be there.
No. See, I was chalking it up to like a personal failure. What was that? Yo. Rocket jumps with the Quad, not advisable in most situations, and then gets pegged in the face with a grenade.
You really can rocket jump with a bolter quite nicely.
Yeah.
If you've seen Crazy Al do a speedrun of E1 and 2.
Yeah, how much self-damage is that?
It's a bit.
Okay.
I mean, it's quad damage, of course.
Yeah.
So the pistol
but there it is.
72
to 83, just at the last millisecond there. So not quite triple digits coming out of GMT.
Yeah,
too many team frags for that.
Also, it was a lot closer than the other game.
Yeah.
So
but that is going to be a full 5-map flush.
Oh!
Well, how do you feel, GMT, running into this show match at the last moment and just ruining it?
I feel really, really good. It was some of the best 2v2 I've ever played. Nessie's a wonderful teammate. Really fun. I mean, 2v2 and Doombringer is absolutely wild.
Yeah, yeah. Well done. You've won a sense of accomplishment today. We're not doing a whole lot of money during Saturday Night Slaughter. I guess I'm not allowed to say the word. Slaughter's a bad word now. I feel bad for Sergeant Slaughter. He's gonna have to explain this to Mrs. Slaughter when he gets home. Sorry, honey, we gotta change her name.
A surname, like an actual surname.
Maybe in some countries, maybe Germany.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Or maybe it's just Slater.
Slater, yeah. Christian Slaughter. Oh, well, yeah, okay. We'll stick with Christian Slater, yeah. All right, but well done, GMT. Hope you congratulated Nessie. I saw you guys all hopped in the same channel for a little bit. Yeah. What did Crazy Al say to defend himself?
He didn't say anything. He said, "Did you see what you did me at the end there? Where I knocked him with a grenade up and then air grenaded him. I don't know if you saw.
Was that your grenade or was that his rocket jump?
That was my grenade.
Okay, it was a grenade into grenade. Okay.
Yeah, which is why I turned to hit the air shot, because I heard the hit beat.
Aha.
Yeah.
Predicted.
So he wasn't happy with that. In fact, he said it was bullshit. I disagree with.
Happy bullshit is what we're all about here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just say meant to do that.
Yeah.
That's Doombringer.
That's Doombringer. Well, I think that's the perfect way to wrap up today. We may or may not have more coming your way here, either on TSTV or on TimConLAN a little bit later. But if I don't catch you, everybody, have a fantastic weekend. Watch plenty of Quake, play plenty of Quake, play plenty of Doombringer. And again, if you want to get involved, you can very easily do that by hopping in Discord. We can throw links out there and just ask. Just ask. It's that easy. I would like to play. Okay, you can play. And then GMT will verbally harass you until you don't feel like anything anymore.
Yep.
Also, so the chat here, Messick asked, can you spawn Telefrag like in QW or Quake World? Yes, you can spawn for Telefrag, but you can actually spawn Telefrag with more intent here, because you see where you spawn. So if you're spawning on something like the red armor in Arrow, you can actually time. So you spawn on someone jumping onto it.
The moral of the story is, Doombringer is this 8-way Venn diagram of, I wish I could play Quake World only at blah blah blah, I wish I could play Quake 3 only it was blah blah blah, I wish I could play this, and that, only blah blah blah, and Doombringer is the intersection of all those things in mutually beneficial ways. It just works. It just works.
Unfortunately, the netcode is still largely.
No, you gotta put a little bit of like spin on that, a little bit of polish. You gotta put a little bit of like pepper on it. Like you say, this is an ideal game for LAN parties.
Yeah, that is true. And as long as you have a solid connection to the server, it's perfectly very good. Yeah. But if you are in a bad situation with your net, lots of packet loss and stuff like that.
Well, just organize a LAN party with 5 or fewer people, and you'll be good.
It's finally a game which makes LAN parties make sense again.
That's a good thing in my book, actually. And who's defending it? Okay, Nessie's like, yeah, more than playable at 40 milliseconds, which is, it's good. It's like 9. You would kill for that kind of performance in 1996. So, quit complaining.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Any final words there? I'm gonna go eat some wings and pass out for a while.
Oh, just big thanks to you again, Jehar, for casting, and Joe for setting this up. Unfortunately, I probably should have played instead of Joel, then you would have been listening to his lovely voice instead of me.
But then we wouldn't have seen the performance.
Lovely voice, lovely frags. GMT has it all.
Then we would have seen Nessie and Chris losing instead of Alan.
Oh. Well, I'm sure Nessie had a good time in that case. All right, guys. I think that'll be it from us. Again, we might have some more updates for you later. But in the meantime, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you all later.